So Bank of California is a Southern California bank that sort of operates between San Diego and Santa Barbara. We are a relatively small bank at about $10 billion in assets. So, compared to the JP Morgan Chase, Bank of America's, it's, the money you find in the sofa kind of thing. But that gives us good flexibility in that those larger banks don't want to look at smaller deals. They don't really talk to independent producers. They're doing big sort of studio level or large independent company financing, sort of lines of credit that to me aren't really film financing. It's just corporate financing that happens to be in the entertainment space. So for us, our main competition over the last few years has been some private lenders, one particularly that operated out of the UK called Ingenious. But they're out of the business now. They changed the legislation and how they were able to raise money so they can no longer do single picture deals. So we're kind of in that space alone. Occasionally those larger banks will do a smaller deal based on a relationship or something like that, but usually not. So the market that we serve, like I talk about, is it's independent producers. So we're approached by probably 70% of our deals come from relationships with independent producers, people that have made dozens of movies or people that are starting on their first movie. It really doesn't matter. We don't have a bar for that in terms of what you have to have. I mean, obviously, if you've got a track record and you borrowed money before and it's all gone well, that helps sort of get it through, our credit process. But a lot of the deals over the years have been with first-time producers or relatively inexperienced producers, because that's a function that, given there's a whole group of people doing this in terms of attorneys, and bond companies, and line producers, it's the sum of all of those parts, and that's what we're really more focused on, as well as the credit side of thing. So on the bond company aspect, they're taking the production risk. So if there's issues with the production, for one reason or another, the bond company is on the hook for that. But we'll get into that in a little bit.